Hey there, business technology friends. For those of you who are new to our channel, my name is Garrett from ITX Tech Group, which is a leading managed service provider based in southern Wisconsin that simply helps companies with their business technology needs. In today's short video, you are going to learn about 6 common IT support mistakes that many small businesses make. Now, in the past, we've received a fair number of late-night panic calls from business owners who have suddenly realized their mistake in choosing a subpar IT support provider. The truth is, technology moves extremely fast, and at any given point in time, making the best decision just requires too much knowledge to be, casually made. No matter how technology changes, though, certain common faults always reappear. So here is a list of some of the most typical IT support errors that we encounter with small businesses. So mistake number 1 is not having any backup processes, all right? This is pretty big. Every year we get inquiries from new clients who need our assistance in retrieving data that they thought was backed up to their system, but actually was not. Regular backup testing, which should be carried out at least once a month, could have saved the majority of all of what ultimately ends up being lost. Buying an additional external hard drive and making a copy of your entire system is a great way to ensure that nothing gets lost ever. You also want to back up your data in the cloud as well, so that the most recent versions of your files are kept on remote servers that are looked after by a group of IT professionals. Realistically, these backups can also be accessible from practically anywhere using a company sanctioned internet connected device. With multiple backups, you can rest easy knowing that your data is safe in case of any kind of disaster or anything like that. So the next mistake that we've got for you guys is going cheap on equipment and gear. This is another very huge thing. Here's the thing. All routers are literally not created equal, okay? If you choose a shaky networking, you risk incurring expensive downtime and losing out on business and having problems that are practically, impossible to fix, quite frankly. So if you're uncertain about the caliber of the product that you're considering purchasing for your company, it's honestly very worthwhile to get in touch with an IT expert. So mistake number 3, the third mistake I've got for you guys, is continuing to use old gear and equipment, all right? Here's the thing. Purchasing new equipment can be very stressful. We all know that. And delaying a purchase as long as you can might seem like the most practical course of action. However, if your equipment starts to be sluggish, it can honestly disrupt workflows, slow down business critical processes, and lead to significant inefficiencies as well. If you push your equipment too far, it will eventually malfunction. I mean, it will. It's inevitable. So, trapping you in a frightening situation, and nobody wants that. This doesn't imply that you should constantly buy the newest products available, every single time, but you should be aware of how old your hardware is and watch out for, any slowdowns in formerly smooth running programs as well. Now, the fourth mistake I've got for you guys here is skipping the instructions, all right? I know this seems very like a very simple thing, but realistically, it's tougher for a lot of people than you might think, all right? It's always enticing to open the package and immediately begin turning it on, plugging it in, installing, or doing whatever else is necessary to start using the new toy that you purchased. But user manuals and instructions are usually included with IT, okay? You want to be using these, but it pays to do extra research as well. Spend some time learning about the best practices for the technology that your business relies on. I mean, realistically, it's a very smart thing to do. Any small upfront cost will be more than offset by, the long-term savings that you'll experience from not misusing your equipment or exposing, yourself to malware, viruses, or hacks or data breaches or anything like that. So now we've got mistake number 5, which mistake number 5 is all about not taking security seriously. This is another very important one. Although this is related to training, there are other causes for and methods by which we have observed businesses minimize the significance of effective cybersecurity. A lot of small business owners make the false assumption that their business is too small to be the target of a hack. But in reality, hackers often target small and medium-sized businesses under the assumption that their defenses will be a lot smaller compared to a larger enterprise, all right? Splurging on solid encryption, firewalls, expert setup, and training to know how to use it all are literally worth the investment, literally a million times over. Now, the next mistake that I've got for you is pirating software, okay? Because believe it or not, there's a lot of businesses and organizations that fall for this, all right? There really, really are. The desire to save money is a common motivator for people. I mean, it really is. Who doesn't like saving money? It's tempting. It's very, very tempting to steal the extra versions that you require if a software user agreement doesn't license enough copies for your entire team. But this is a horrible idea. The older software may have caused fewer, issues. Modern programs have much more sophisticated tracking, making it simply too risky to be worthwhile. Overall, the mistakes that I mentioned in this video, you guys, the mistakes I mentioned here are some of the more common mistakes that we see small business owners make. And if you care about the longevity of your business, you will literally do whatever it takes to make sure that you don't make these common mistakes with your business related to your IT infrastructure. Now, if any of you guys have any questions whatsoever about anything that I mentioned in this video, feel free to go ahead and send us a message on LinkedIn if you like. You can find a link to our LinkedIn profile in this in the video description below this video. But overall here, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss a new business technology related video from us in the future. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching.